Hello everybody and welcome back to Screen Stars. Here is some of my gameplay footage from the newly released building game Constructor, made by the legendary studio System 3 that made some of my favourite games growing up. I've put in here some of my own gameplay footage. I've only been playing it for 2 or 3 hours, so there's not much, but I've also peppered in there some of the gameplay guides, video gameplay guides it gives you with the game. That kind of show you some of the unique mechanics of the game. So I found them quite fun, so I thought you would like them too, and it might help you make your mind up if this is a game you're going to choose to buy. The early signs for me are it seems a lot of fun, this game, so there is potential here.
They say all power corrupts. Absolutely, my son. But the way I see it, life is like a building site. You dig deep, build high, and use your nous. Only sometimes you have to get your hands dirty. That's why natural-born builders play Constructor, the unique strategy game by System 3. I want to build a better world, one where tenants and workers can live together in perfect harmony. And if that means ruffling a few feathers, eliminating a few rivals, becoming a millionaire and winning the game, then so be it. Natural-born builders don't win any popularity contests. See, Constructor is a virtual town simulator. You play on your own against the computer, or with up to 3 mates. It's all about land coverage. You're a property tycoon and you want to control the city. Phase 1. Attract the plebs into the neighbourhood. Trade up from a lumber mill to a cement plant so you can build housing, then fill the town with workers and tenants who can breed kids who can afford posher houses. Blah, 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 blah. But if you want to succeed in the building game, here's the first rule. Keep the tenant happy. My business is beginning to suffer, and that cannot be allowed to happen. Here's the second.
No? Righto.
Congratulations! You have finished your first lumber yard. To restock it, move a work team into the building.
Righto.
To buy more land, first select a new estate on the map and then click on the Buy Land icon.
To master the construction game, you'll need to be streetwise. It's not all above board in the world of Constructor. Luckily, our series of undesirable guides will add a few more tools to your belt. Introducing the hippie. You'll need to build a commune to gain control of this half-wit. The hippie has 4 actions at his disposal. Picketing an enemy site. Either target an enemy resource, halting their production, or stress out an enemy tenant by picketing their house. This will pressure the tenant inside, leading them to complain and potentially damage the property. You can lay down some beats by sending him to start a street party. This will distract your opponents whilst you get up to no good. This layabout will happily squat in any unattended property. He'll be reckless in taking care of the place too, leading that fresh looking interior to soon be infested with his stench. And if your opponent somehow manages to squat in one of your vacant properties, you'll be able to send your own hippie to distract him into the garden whilst you kick his head in. Be aware, hippies are as skinny and as brittle as they look. They will not be surviving many fights, so keep them out of trouble and use them when the streets are safe.
Righto.
Well done. Your first home has been completed and is ready to be rented out for the first time. Building a variety of types of houses will expand your choices in the future. Oi!
Of course, the gangster works for the mob and is a decisive member of our undesirable family. Here's what you'll need to do to get him involved in your criminal underworld. We're going to need to build up to the brickyard. This involves us building each of the Tier 1 and Tier 2 properties. Remember, the personal computer from the Gadget Factory will allow us to produce smarter tenants. Install it and you'll be able to sprout out those higher level tenants in no time. Each tier of tenant offers a specialist shard that they can produce. Tier 1 will produce you workers, Tier 2 police cadets, and Tier 3, well, they'll begin bribing the mob for you. Just what we all need. With each bribe, you give a gangster an allowance of 1 hit. Once you've built the brickyard, the mob HQ will now be available to you. Build it to unlock gangsters. Each gangster starts off with just a knife in their hand. With each kill, you'll gain the appropriate upgrade for that gangster. You can use the undesirable thief to steal from your opponent's mob HQ and gangsters to speed up this process even further. Successfully doing so will upgrade your lowest ranking gangster. Think wisely on who to take out. Attacking your opposition's foreman will stop them from building. Taking out a repairman will leave their buildings in disrepair. Removing their tenants will leave them with a population headache. Or use them to guard your important structures and take out unwilling rivals undesirables who are nearby. Each will add up, making your gangsters ever stronger. Get the appropriate amount of kills with your gangster and you'll have an inventory to boot, from SMGs, shotguns, miniguns, and even the ultimate laser gun. Before you know it, you have a team of highly trained gangsters who can truly eradicate your opponents. Just watch out for the police in the process. These gangsters don't fare well in the nick.
Righto.
Due to the high quality of your shacks, the council surveyor is going to let you build some proper houses after you've built the cement yard. Oi!
Righto.
The cement works has been finished and is now up and running. Now start some real buildings.
Righto.
Introducing Mr. Fixit. To gain control of Mr. Fixit, you'll need to build his rickety-looking builder's warehouse. Mr. Fixit offers you 3 unhelpful actions. He's quite the cowboy builder. Rewiring an enemy property. Mr. Fixit can rewire a house for the bonus effect of utter electrical chaos. Sparks fly, and the house will be plunged into darkness, disabling any useful gadgets inside. How about a more explosive action? Rip out the gas boiler and create a serious hazardous leak. It's only inevitable that this doesn't end well. Or cause a serious flood that could knock out an entire estate.
There appears to be an artificial lake appearing on your estate. Try not leaving your bath running so long next time.
He's not the quickest of our undesirable bunch, so the police will be hot on his tail if you're not careful.
Alright, calm down. Alright. What do you want? Hello? Righto. 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 Do what, eh? Righto.
Gardens to start being improved. Gadgets for houses. Welcome to your gadget factory. You will need to call a work team into the building to complete the production. Congratulations! You have created sufficient resources so that you are now able to upgrade them. One of your tenants has started to complain. You can see his complaint by clicking on the flashing icon to the left.
Here, mate. Why have you given us a big garden and put nothing in it? The wife would like a tree. All right.
Look here. Me garden's like a bleeding desert. No shade for kicking back and listening to the king.
Now then, the kids are getting burnt in the sun. All red and...
You now have trees in stock. You can choose where to place them by clicking the Deliver icon and placing them in the garden. To place an object in the grounds of a building, position the cursor in a legal position over the plot and press X to place a marker. It will be delivered in due course. Once you have placed all the objects that you wish to, press circle to exit the mode. More gadgets are now available to build. Building a computer and installing it in a house.
Introducing the thief.
Right, my son, yeah.
The pesky thief lives his scrawny life in his pawn shop. Build this and you'll have access to it. He steals for a living. Need more resources and want to slow your opponent down in the process? Target an enemy resource and leave that place empty. How about stealing from your opponent's houses in order to improve stock of gadgets in your own inventory? It'll also stress out the tenant, as they've just been burgled.
Someone has been stealing items from properties on the estate.
Need money fast and don't want to go to the bank for a loan? Well, just rock up and take it straight from an enemy HQ. This will take months of hard-earned rent straight from their pocket. If you're in the market for some better weaponry, why not silence an enemy gangster, pinching his weapon from right under his nose? Alternatively, head straight for the enemy mob HQ and improve one of your own gangsters' provisions.
A sneaky thief has been operating in the area and has stolen one of your gangsters' weapons.
One warning, this thief isn't a fan of a snarling dog, so you won't be stealing much if he's going to get bitten.
Will allow you to produce level 2 tenants. No more complaining. A satisfied customer, wonders will never cease.
This just ain't gonna cut it, mate. The kids don't like walking. They want to use the subway. Build us a new subway site, you plonker.
To make use of this tube site, click Deliver now. To allow faster transit between places, this tube site can be placed anywhere on a pavement by clicking X.
This just ain't gonna cut it, mate. The kids don't like walking. They want to use the subway. Build us a new subway site, you plonker.
This gadget can be taken direct to a house by clicking the Deliver icon to use the delivery guide. Position cursor over the building where you wish to deliver this object and then press square.
Introducing the thugs. The bruising thugs live out of their concrete tenant block. They'll create some serious noise. The thugs' #1 goal is to terrorize. You can have them terrorize a tenant, stressing them out so much that they'll pack their bags and leave. This allows you to potentially replace those living inside. Start an unwanted house party, trashing and stressing out the household. Patrol the streets of an estate and get everyone stressed out. Just watch out for the cops. And then if a rival gang rear their head in town, organise a punch-up. Just hope you come out the winner. Loud and unruly are the thugs, but liable to police brutality.
Listen, you.
Hey,
Listen, you. Look, we don't dig this stuff you fenced us in with. We want an organic hedge that the little animals can live in, right? Yeah?
Introducing the Poltergeist. This haunted old mansion plays host to a spooky guest. He's damn right terrifying too. Use him to possess a character, effectively taking them out of the game. This could stop your opponent from being able to do vital actions. However, whilst you've done this, the haunted house will remain vacant, and you won't be able to use any other actions. Or choose to haunt a house and scare off the tenants. Doing so will have them instantly flee. Might even force their owners to sell the house too. Enduring a character under the cloak of darkness effectively turns them invisible. Think of what you could get up to with an undercover gangster.
let's go. Talking to me? It's done.
Or you could choose to terrify an entire neighborhood by raising the dead. Zombies will parade the streets, leaving the police and neighbors with something to worry about. You'd best be afraid of this ghost, as it's practically impossible to catch him. You'd best burn down his house.
Righto.
Oi! Hello? Oi!
Introducing the Killer Clown. The clown welcomes you to his house of fun, although it's no holiday. He's less child-friendly and more arsonist. Have you had a ghost visit? Send him to a house that a poltergeist is terrorizing, and he'll deal with the problem. Where the ghost goes, nobody knows. Fed up of getting bitten in the bottom by an enemy mutt? Your clown will give a dog a bone, as they say, whilst you get up to no good. Need a target removed from the game permanently? Welcome them as a guest to the House of Fun. In his spare time, the killer clown brews his own Molotov cocktails. Useful when you need a place torched. He's an elusive character and he'll be hard to stop. Your best luck is to just send the heavies round and get rid of the place.
Controlled demolition. Your first industrial accident.
Righto.
You have done wonders with cement and wood, so the council have approved plans for your brickyard. Get building those brick houses. I've had enough. Hello.
Righto. Righto. Righto.
The air around here is so polluted. We need trees to hug and help us breathe. At least 2 trees should help save the planet. Come on.
The hygiene standards in your houses on the estate are below par, and a cockroach infestation has been reported. You must improve the bathrooms in all your houses on that estate and get rid of the cockroaches soon. As a result of the last inspection by the council, they have decided your estates are too desolate and haphazard. You must improve your land usage to greater than 90%.
Introducing the Psycho. This chainsaw-wielding psycho hangs out at the biker bar. He's a sandwich short of a picnic. Quite the character is the Psycho. Not a welcoming one either. Target a work site and you'll put a stop to any sort of construction until he's dealt with. Taking out an enemy fence will speed up your takeovers tenfold. Just make sure to have a foreman nearby to capture the property afterwards, then sell for a good profit. Fed up of your opposition having so many buildings? Well, simply eradicate one of them entirely, putting that chainsaw to good use. The Psycho is a slow, lumbering oaf, so if you gang up on him, he won't survive a fight.
Now then, the kids are getting burnt in the sun. All red and swollen up they are. 2 trees for them to sit under would be lovely. OK?
Daybreak.
Oi. Oi. This just ain't gonna cut it, mate. The kids don't like walking. They want to use the subway.
Oi.
Build us a new subway site, you plonker.
Oi. Oi.
Built like a thug. Did you know that we may have accidentally employed some sort of nutcase? Well, never mind, so long as he only picks on the other lot.
Oi.
Congratulations! Council letter. Council contract completed. Bloody lefties. Should have told them to stick it where the sun doesn't shine.
I'm sick of having to walk everywhere around here. Install some subway sites to make life easier on me feet, or you don't get any rent off me.
first brickworks has been completed and is ready for a work team. Your tax bill is now due. You should go to your bank manager to cough up
Righto.
soon, before the interest starts to stack up.
Righto. Righto. Are you kidding or what? Alright. Alright, calm down. Alright. What do you want?